Ever wanted to see yourself as a superhero? Stick around to the end of this video to find out how you can win some exclusive, personalised artwork from the Doopy Bros. After his appearance in Civil War, we're all excited to see Black Panther kick ass again on the silver screen, right? Though it is a shame we'll have to wait an extra year to see his solo movie.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Story details are scarce right now, but it's safe to say BP will be taking fools down like nobody's business. Boseman returns as T'Challa to defend his nation of Wakanda against Michael Jordan's Killmonger.
I think you mean Michael B. Jordan, dupe.
But wasn't he the Human Torch?
Nope, that was Captain America. In previous videos we've asked you who could kill certain Marvel heroes, often selecting weaker characters who might be in with a chance. But honestly, we feel a little aggrieved for the Panther. You see, in Civil War he appeared to struggle fighting the Winter Soldier and Cap. Hell, even Black Widow managed to hold him at bay. The Doopies called big time BS, so we thought we'd set T'Challa at the challenge to see which more powerful characters he can take down, like the absolute boss he is.
Just so everyone's on the same page, Black Panther is a title passed from one generation to the next. The Chief of Wakanda holds the role and passes it on to one of their heirs. Following a training schedule even more grueling than Rocky's, not to mention several initiation rituals and consumption of the art-shaped herb, the Black Panther is imbued with a few awesome powers, including enhanced speed, strength, healing, and agility. He also benefits from the use of advanced Wakandan technology like his impervious vibranium suit and his little mini jet thingy.
In this video, we're specifically talking about T'Challa, and we must mention this guy's amazing at like everything. Even without the BP powers, he's classed as the world's 8th most intelligent person, is a skilled scientist, strategist, marksman, hunter, and warrior with significant wealth to boot. And as the King of Wakanda, T'Challa also has diplomatic immunity, which means if he does kill these characters, he can damn well get away with it, regardless of any meddling kids. Question is, which top tier characters is the Panther gonna humble?
Number 5, Spider-Man.
Sorry Spidey, but if you can be bested by Mysterio, then Black Panther is overqualified. The flagship of Marvel Comics, Peter Parker, clearly outclasses T'Challa physically. Superior strength, speed, and that early warning system makes Spidey a hard target to tag. With no armor though, he's very vulnerable to physical attack and doesn't quite have the strength to harm BP in his vibranium suit, and it's probably unwise for the webhead to get too close, as he's learned in previous meetings.
This is a tough battle for both combatants. It's likely to go all the way, and this is where BP's tracking, hunting, and downright determination come into play, as Spidey does his best to keep the Wakandan at a distance. His webbing will come in useful here, though it shouldn't cause Panther too many problems, using an array of gadgets to deflect it. And let's not forget, webbing only lasts so long.
It must be said that Peter's spider sense is very hit and miss too. Sometimes it works, but other times he's taken by surprise by a robotic bird thing. Ultimately, BP just needs to bide his time until he's able to get close enough to the wall crawler, perhaps as he's switching web cartridges, but when he does get close, he has any number of kill options available. We're saying a vibranium dagger through the brain, or, Zack Snyder's fave, a simple snap neck. Finally, Jameson gets his wish.
Number 4, Colossus.
You've heard of the Iron Lady? Well, this is the Iron Comrade. Peter Rasputin, no relation, can transform his skin into organic steel, which increases his strength, durability, and stamina. Colossus is mostly an affable chap, but when required he can go toe-to-toe with the likes of the Thing, walking away from these types of disputes with little more than a boo-boo.
Although Colossus is far stronger, BP's vibranium suit will simply absorb the impact of his blows, if he's lucky enough to land one. Colossus's sheer size and mass make him rather cumbersome, so his best hope is to get T'Challa into some kind of submission hold, as gay as that sounds. But in reality, this ain't gonna happen. BP's superior hand-to-hand combat skill and speed mean he can evade almost anything Piotr throws his way.
The real decider though is BP's anti-metal claws. These things dissolve metal, any metal, and that includes poor Peter's skin. Again, Black Panther will need to get close to his opponent and maybe concedes a few blows in the process, but providing he works quickly, could easily counter by tearing through the Russian's throat, eyes, and other body parts. Like a Kalashnikov through a dissident, the man with a clan wins again.
Number 3, Iron Man.
We all know Tony Stark is a genius, billionaire, playboy philanthropist, and he's clearly very modest too. But could he take on the Black Panther and live to tell the tale? Let's just say Tony was smart to recruit the Wakandan in Civil War.
T'Challa may not quite be the inventor Stark is, but he surpasses him in many ways. Namely strategy. Stark can be something of a hothead, so BP's game plan will most likely be to goad him into making silly mistakes. As the vibranium weave deflects Tony's attacks, Panther can gradually chip away at the iron suit. Whereas it took the combined efforts of Cap and Bucky to take down Shellhead in Civil War, BP is powerful enough enough to go it alone. Sorry T'Challa, no bromance for you.
To Tony's credit, he is a smart guy and will no doubt uncover the weakness in T'Challa's armour. It can be cut along the grain, and Stark surely has a tool for the job. Being the tactician he is, BP might even allow this to happen, luring Stark into a false sense of security as the Panther himself works on shutting down the Iron Man suit. By thinking 2 steps ahead, T'Challa outsmarts his opponent and promptly eats a depowered Tony for breakfast. Like a neat scotch or a redhead for Tony, Iron Man goes down just as easy against the Black Panther.
Number 2, the Mandarin.
Not Trevor, not Killian, not this, but the real Mandarin. Born in China and trained in science and combat throughout his early years, the man who would become the most racially offensive villain ever came across an alien starship containing extraterrestrial knowledge and the infamous 10 rings, which somehow fit human hands. These rings offer a wealth of powers including but not limited to lightning bolts, flame blasts, ice blasts, disintegrator beams, and matter rearrangement. And then there's his wedding ring too, which grants the powers of servitude and subjugation.
Over the years, the Mandarin has come into conflict with many heroes, but mostly butts heads with Iron Man, hence him appearing in Iron Man 3. Against Black Panther, it may seem like Mandarin has every advantage, but BP has a couple of tricks up his vibranium sleeves. Using his excellent gymnastic skills and vibranium boots, T'Challa can evade many of Mandarin's attacks and close the distance. The biggest danger comes from the disintegration beam and the chance the Mandarin may be able to overload the suit's ability to absorb energy.
His superior combat skills combined with his claws can easily remove the Mandarin's hands, which would leave Stumpy up shit creek without a paddle, and although he can control the rings while separated from them, having his hands cut off is just the distraction BP would need to deliver the finishing blow. Some of you may think this scenario is a little fanciful, but Black Panther is one merciless bastard, like the time he broke Red Skull's jaw. But let's be honest, he deserved far worse.
Number 1, Namor.
Undoubtedly the most challenging opponent on the list, Namor the Submariner will require all of Black Panther's strength, stamina and ingenuity to overcome. Preparation is key for T'Challa. It goes without saying that he stands no chance in or anywhere near the water, not even the office fountain, so his best route to success lies in luring Namor to an advantageous location, which suggests Death Valley, but that might be wishful thinking. And as we know, the longer Sub is away from water, the more his powers diminish, which is a weakness of kryptonite proportions.
You might question BP's ability to take Namor's blows, but this is a guy who's previously taken a blast from a Phoenix-powered Namor like a champ. In terms of physicality, he's exchanged blows with some serious heavy hitters. Hell, he famously got the Silver Surfer into an arm lock, and despite how silly that idea is, let's give this guy the credit he deserves. He's in his element taking on stronger opponents. We're not saying BP would go the distance in a fistfight, but he has managed to bitch slap Namor in the past.
It's all about carefully keeping his distance while gradually exploiting Namor's weakness, and he does have a few, like the aforementioned dependence on water or his questionable mental state, which could easily be exploited by T'Challa. Getting Namor mad could work well, so perhaps suggesting he likes fish sticks. Providing BP can evade the waves of attacks for long enough, he can fall back on his decisive weapon, his tech, really only requiring something to make Namor drier than a nun's twat. From that point, it's as easy as shooting human-shaped fish with wings on their ankles in a barrel.
So there's our list. Hopefully you'll agree with us, but if not, you know what to do. Right, onto the giveaway. This is your chance to appear in your very own comic book art created by the Doobie Bros. You could use it as your profile pic, on your driver's license, maybe even stick it on your fridge. To enter, you must be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. Tell us which superhero you'd like to appear as and what scenario you'd like to appear in. We'll choose our favourite and announce the winner at the end of the month. Thanks for watching.